The month of June started off with a combination of science and music, as a Dunedin-based American scholar engaged school children in the fun of science through rap music.
I got that lava flow, volcano air full of particles and smoke. There goes life as they go down as a black.
The man who brought us the first live network news broadcast in 1969 was awarded a Queen's Service Medal for his long-standing work in broadcasting. He may lead a slightly more relaxing lifestyle nowadays, but it was the pressure of daily television he misses the most.
The environment of the news presentation on the network was quite exciting. It was always very stimulating, and as the day progressed, as the moment was almost upon you, then it was excitement.
Blue skies allowed perfect views of the transit of Venus. Hundreds of people peered intently into telescopes at the Beverly Berg Observatory to watch the tiny black disk inch its way across the sun. During the first week of June, parts of Dunedin woke up to a winter wonderland, but it didn't cause any disruptions. A V16 twin-turbine motor was fired up at Green Island to save ratepayers some serious money.
The electricity's exported out onto the grid, but we take off electricity from the grid for running the wastewater treatment plant, and so we'll be offsetting that energy to reduce our power consumption costs.
And the pre-dawn timing of a truck crash saved what could have been a disaster on State Highway 88, as a trailer load of logs ended up metres from the shore of the Otago Harbour. The driver was lucky his cab stayed on the road. After 20 years, the DCC's City Talk magazine came to an end, and the man who was there at both its inception and demise says it did the job it was created to do.
It's the end of an era, there's no question about that. But I have felt for a very long time, and I'm talking years, that a quarterly magazine is no longer the right vehicle for delivering information.
Dunedin commuters faced another hip pocket hit with a rise in bus fares in the city, and the top twins arrived to prepare for their guest appearance with the Southern Sinfonia. Opponents of the government's plan for asset sales were buoyed by the turnout at a protest and were confident their referendum could hit its planned total of more than 300,000 signatures. There was controversy over the addition of a new name to the Otago Settlers Museum, and it took a vote from the mayor to break a 6-6 deadlock. The month ended with a 25-year-old unemployed Dunedin man being charged after a late-night incident at a local service station. Dunedin police were relieved that 2 preschoolers weren't hurt after the car they were in was stolen by a drunk driver and later crashed at high speed.
I have a member of the public who said that he was overtaken by this vehicle at speeds between 140 and 150 kilometres an hour. So if you add that together with the fact that the driver was intoxicated, not a nice recipe.
And that was the month of June for 2012. D. Karen, 9 Local News.